You start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is heaven.
Hey guys, it's your Grace Beauty, and today is a special day. So today we're going to be making 3 soaps, 1 journal, and the soap molds. We're going to be doing a day in my life, and it's kind of scattered because y'all, I started today late. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's Friday, and I've been staying up really late working because I opened up my second shop, period. So we got a lot to do, y'all. Let's just get into the video. If you guys are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go make these soap molds because they're not gonna make themselves, baby. If it is 4:40 and we need to make the soaps tonight, then we need to hurry up and make the soap molds now. I feel like that's another reason why I'm stressed, is because everything is time sensitive today. Like, we have some journals. We have some journals that we need to launch. We have some the molds. These are all the molds. We got melt and pour though, so remember I told y'all about that mistake. We ain't gonna do that again. Expensive mistake. Those are my soaps in the back. I'm so proud of them. And I don't know if this is my opinion only, but I kind of like my fragrances to be from Candle Science instead of Nurture soaps. I noticed that the Nurture soap fragrances, they don't really work as good for me. It's not that they're bad, it's just that they haven't worked for me yet. So I have my rings off. I am bare hand today because I'm going to put on my latex gloves and start pouring this soap. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have to do a vlog on TikTok as well, so give me a second. Short intermission while I'm filming my other videos. Let's do this unpacking video. So we're gonna pretend like I didn't already open the box. Sorry guys, I'm like so impatient. Plus I need to see if my order was correct. So I fake opened it back up and was trying to see if I counted all the colors. I did, obviously, because I already opened it. These are the vibrant colors you guys are going to be seeing me use today. And then I also purchased another soap mold, but this is a smaller size. And if I have anything left over when I'm making soap, I can basically use this tiny soap mold and it'll just help me cut down on waste. These colors are so vibrant. I use them with the Harry Potter one, the vampire one, and the coffee one. But I did make a couple more vibrant soaps, and these colors really came through. I use it in the Monster High one as well, and the pumpkin one. So just to give you guys a comparison, this is how my soaps look before, and this is how they look now. Like, it's a huge difference. So I do recommend their colors, but their fragrances, not just yet. They have some good fragrances, but they're not really as vibrant and as strong to come through. And then when you do feel like you need to put a little extra, and I mean a little, your soap will literally start to rise like yeast. So just be careful of that. They also gave me another free color. I was really happy about this because it was cute. This is the overall of what I got. I think the total was like $192. Let's get back to the chaos. All right, y'all, so I'm back. I took my TikTok videos. Let's make it a little brighter in here. I need to go get my other studio lighting because today, since I am scaling up the content, I figured, why am I making like my soaps behind closed doors? Like, after I made this, I literally wanted to start recording the entire process of me making my soaps. Yes, we did have a bit of soda ash a day after or whatever, but you just spray a little bit of alcohol and it goes away. But I figure, why stop documenting my journey? Because I make so many more cooler things that I want y'all to see. Soda ash is your biggest fear, okay? As a soap maker. And okay, this is another example, you know, settling. So this soap bar really came out cool, and I want to do some more today. What is going on with my voice today? What is going on with my voice? Let me turn around and show TikTok. So but yeah, I decided that I want to do like a lot more videos documenting my process, and that's what we're going to be doing because life is a journey, and I feel like I'm missing episodes when I try to go behind the scenes and get a whole bunch of stuff done. So we're going to take our melt and pour, and we're going to start to put our melt and pour. See, I need a fucking scissors, a work scissors, not a scissors, a knife. on, girl. Open this. Better. Okay, I don't want to cut too low. Thank you, because I don't want it to hit my mess mat. So, fun fact, y'all, I used to use this knife to cut my soap with, and that was a literal disaster. So we have 2 blocks of melt and pour now. Now we're just going to go ahead and transfer over to the molds. So this is our bowl. And we're just going to dunk that inside of there. I'll get back to you when we're coloring and making the actual molds, because we got to let that heat down, and then we also got to come back and start with our first mold. So we're going to start with the ones that are whole colors first, and then I also have some syringes that I'm going to be using. Let's see. Ooh, I do have a chocolate one I'm doing, so we can do that for the Harry Potter bar. We can do the skulls with the chocolate frogs. I like that idea. I gotta go get some more alcohol because I want the molds to be nice and clean for these. So this bar right here is going to be our Harry Potter chocolate frogs one, and my little cousin actually came up with this idea. She is so I can't even talk, but she is so genius, and I'm just proud. I'm like, oh my god, like, her being a Harry Potter fan has actually rubbed off. So we're going to be putting these we're going to be doing these first, and these are going to have more of a chocolate color, and it's just going to look like chocolate frogs with chocolate skulls. And this is going to be our Harry Potter soap bar. So for each of these, I'm going to pair them up and like tell you guys what type of soap I intend on making while this heats up. We're going to heat it up on low. Let me get my mixing cups. And I have a couple of syringes. Yes, I also have syringes for little injects of color. For example, our vampire mold, I have some syringes so that we can like splatter some blood, and then we can do it all white, and it'll just look really, really cool. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's heating up. We're gonna give that time. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some more alcohol.
Y'all, I am so sorry about my voice, but for my schedule, it makes it a lot easier if I edit my vlogs earlier in the morning. But I didn't realize that it takes my voice a second to wake up. But just with like packing orders, doing our crystal confetti, by the way, that video I think is next. I don't know. I've been pre-recording a lot of content, but I think that video's next. I don't know for sure. But yeah, so that's probably why my voice sounds a little cracky, is because I'm doing this in the morning. So right here, we are making our first set of soap molds. I was so excited about these chocolate frogs. Not gonna lie, this is my first time using melt and pour, so it was a bit of a mess. But I feel like towards the end, I started to learn. Like, as you can see, I'm spilling everywhere. My hands are shaking. Like, sometimes when you're a crafter, you have to really throw yourself out there and teach yourself how to swim in the moment, because you never know how fast an adhesive can work, or glue, or a melt and pour, or anything. So you just have to kind of be ready for whatever. But I feel like overall, even though it was a big mess, the molds came out amazing, and I will never, ever, ever use melt and pour soaps to do my soap molds. Even though I did that with my pumpkin bar soap. So if you guys seen the pumpkin soap that I made, it's the same mold making, but it's a different mixture, so it looks good. We did the mutant pumpkin look, it was cool, but it's just way easier to use melt and pour. So that's what we'll be doing moving forward. So right here, I am splattering the fake blood. It's really just melted pour dyed red, and I'm gonna splatter that first. Oh my god, it's 11:11. Okay, I'm gonna splatter that first, and then after that, I'm going to fill it with white in the back. So that's going to make the fangs look like they're biting into blood. You guys will see the vision later on in the video, because I did some fake blood. So it's made to look like the teeth is biting inside of the soap, and in return the soap is bleeding because the vampire bit it. How cool, right? I know. I'm the best. I slay.
All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and unmold these soaps, and I have so many to do today. So let's go ahead and start unmolding. Let me wipe my counter and we can get started.
Now, this part was actually really spooky, and I know what you're thinking. It's not because it was Halloween or because it's October. It's because I was scared that it wasn't going to come out right. I was pulling out these little tiny molds and I seen that they had like a layer of skin on them and I was like, oh my gosh. So then I got my little clay sculptor kit and I started cutting around the edges and I realized after a while that I can pull it off with my fingers. So once I started doing that, I got more comfortable, but they came out amazing. They did give me a little anxiety at first when I was like, whoa. But surprisingly, this only took a couple like minutes to solidify and dry, which was amazing because I started the day at around 3 something and I ended around 1 or 2 o'clock at night. But it doesn't matter. I was packing orders earlier in the day, so that's probably, why I couldn't start earlier. But I'm so excited that I got soap molds made and soaps on the same day. Like, that's a really big accomplishment for a soap maker because after you make your soap, you have to let it sit for 2 days in order to just cut it, and then 2 weeks in order to let it fully set. So when I seen that it didn't take a day to wait for my melt and pour soaps to even pull out of the mold, like nothing chipped, nothing broke, they all came out amazing. So these are my next little molds. These are for another soap coming up later in October, but these are my Bloody Spooky Ghost. They are so adorable and I have so many of these. I can't wait to pull out so many ideas. Maybe I should ask y'all on TikTok what y'all want to see from me. Like, what type of soaps do you guys want to see me make? Because I really want to challenge myself this year. Since our business is Halloween based, it doesn't really matter if I'm selling soaps in October, November, or December, because that is literally what we sell. But we do amp it up on Halloween. And then once we amp it up, we keep it there all year. And then next year we top ourselves and then we keep it there all year. So that's kind of how the business is. Stop fighting! Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, my cats were like fighting. Anyway, back to the spooky vibes I was trying to create for you guys. I just want to take you guys' brain on an adventure all through October where we can really tap into our inner child and create things and spend time together and just really fully immerse ourselves in the like holidays. I know some people don't celebrate Halloween and Christmas, but I love holidays. They're like they're like 2 of my favorite holidays. So I really go all out. Another one is Easter. But yeah. So these are actually my skulls for my Day of the Dead soap. I cannot talk. I wanted to do a Day of the Dead soap and these skulls really gave it to me. So it was going to be like a rainbow idea splatter. We do like I don't know, like Skittles fragrance. I don't know what vision I was getting. And this is my Hocus Sopus soap. So we have some black cats and we have some cauldrons. And this was just going to be my little spin on Hocus Pocus for Halloween. I thought I was clever, but it's whatever. Not me rhyming like Dr. Seuss. Okay, anyways, once I was finished molding these, I actually put them in little sandwich baggies just to keep them sterile. And you have to allow some air to get in there so that they do not revert back to another form or start to mold or anything. You have to let some air in there. It is now 8:02. I like to do my soaps at night because I can really focus. That's the time that, like, I don't know, that's my free time that works for my schedule. So let's go ahead and start making the soaps. Period. Oh. So I have so many different baggies. I have my cauldron, my cats, I have my Halloween lanterns, whatever it's called, jack-o'-lanterns. I got my spooky bloody ghosts, and I also have my all white skulls down here. I organized them a little bit, and then I got my fangs with the hearts. Now I organized them by soaps. These are just soap toppers, and then I organized them by what soap they're going to be. This one right here, I already told you about this one, but this is the chocolate frogs. So yeah, and it smells so much like chocolate. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, this carries a lot of scent. Carries fragrance very well. So a lot of people say like, oh, you don't have to waste your fragrance on melt and pours, but 10 out of 10 would recommend because it smells really, really good. This soap is my favorite one yet. It's the Harry Potter chocolate frog soap. If you haven't seen this scene, it's the first movie where Ron has a sandwich that his mom packed. The candy lady comes by and she's like, oh, do you guys want any candy? Ron said, no, I'm fine. You know, I'll just eat the sandwich. And Harry's like, oh, wait a minute, bring that cart back, bitch. So she brings the cart back and he like gets his friend Ron all of this candy. They're unboxing it and he goes to unbox this frog and it jumps out of the window. I don't know why that like stayed in my brain, but I love that about this like movie. This was like a core memory within that movie. If I say core memory one more time, fuck. Anyways, you guys get what I was saying. Well, if you don't, you don't. But I feel like this soap almost came out identical to the chocolate frog in the scene. And then the skulls really put the icing on the cake to seal the deal. Like, okay, yeah, this is Harry Potter. And it's a coffee scrub. So I had to go with earthy tones. Stop fighting! Hey, don't fight over me. Literally over. They're not fighting over me, guys. They're fighting over me, like on top of me. I was going for a swirl, so I started to do the swirl drop method, and I didn't want it all to be like layers. I wanted it to be mixed around, so that's exactly what I did. I feel like this soap was super easy to pour. All right, y'all, so I just finished my second show. My glasses being crooked should tell you how it went. I'm gonna show it to you. So this is the first idea that I made with the Nature Nurtures, I keep saying some crazy stuff. I'm so tired. With the Nurture Soaps chocolate fragrance. What is that word right there? I can't see because of the font, but I made it with the Nurture Soap chocolate fragrance. And guys, I do not have a good experience with these soap. My soaps either rise and burst or they just don't do well. So I didn't really use a lot of that, and this soap actually rise and split too, but I fixed it, and I'm going to show you how I fixed it. Let me go get it. This idea is actually made after Harry Potter when he gets on the train in the first movie. Who's calling me? Hey, baby.
Well,
Babe, I'm filming.
are you filming?
Huh?
Are you filming?
A porno. What else am I filming, babe? I am doing soap videos. I'm making 3 soaps.
You want me to hurt you?
You want me to hurt you? Oh, alright.
You already have.
Keep that shit cute. Hold on, be quiet really quickly. So this right here is actually inspired by the first movie of Harry Potter when he hops on the train with Ron. And it's just the chocolate frog soap. So I'll get you guys a good 360. But let's go ahead and sit it for 24 hours. See you guys soon. I feel like all my soap designs are a little out there, but this one is the most ridiculous one yet. So this is from the episode where Ethan and his friend turn into cheerleaders on My Babysitter's a Vampire. Was that just me? Like, they actually really killed it. Like, they slayed. Like, they were walking in the school and they were wearing the cheerleading outfits and they were acting like they were girls because they needed to get closer to a certain cheerleader because she was biting people. It was like a whole episode, and I feel like that's like a core memory of my childhood, and that's most of the ideas for these soaps. So if you've seen My Babysitter's a Vampire, comment red hearts below or just comment something below to help with the interaction on this video. I first started by putting my white on the bottom layer, but I was going to be mixing all of this, so it really didn't matter. And then I went in with my black, and that black sped up the process of the hardening of the soap. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my lye literally reacted to that black so bad, and it started like hardening out of nowhere. But we got through it. So I added the teeth on top, I counted them out, and then this is when I started putting the blood. This is the part that I was ready for, because this could either make or break my project. Oh, my project. Where did I go? I don't see anybody moving. Now, I'm just going to keep talking. So, these drips were going to bring the idea home. As you guys can already see, like, the soaps are cute and they smell amazing, but they just look a little boring to me. Like, the blood literally was going to put the finishing touches on the product. Y'all, as soon as I started, I then realized that I had done something that was never did before. Well, it's probably already done before. Like, you could literally think you're original and then go on TikTok and somebody already did it. But hey, I thought that no one did this before. It looked so cool and it came out amazing. I did have to take my clay sculptor and cut everything around it on the bottom just to get the excess from, you know, off of the soap and make it look a lot cleaner and let it have a good finish. I did not waste any of the other melt and pour. Trust me, it goes into our soap confetti. And yeah, I am now realizing that I forgot to film a outro for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed our soap. You guys can watch me cut it if you want. This is pretty much all that I have for you. But You can shop our crystal confetti now. It is out. You can get bracelets, earrings, necklaces. One scoop is $25, and all orders over $50 get a free scoop. So we have already sent out so many scoops, and be next. Let it be you. Give it up and give it to God. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, love you guys. Bye.
There is something in your eyes. The best